For my global news event, I wanted to talk about two articles that I found, one from CNN and the other from the Moscow Times. Both of these articles focus on a nerve agent attack that occurred on Alexei Navalny. He is an anti-corruption campaigner. One of the interesting things about this, though, is the article from CNN delved deeply into multiple nerve agents to help us understand the importance of Novichok. That was the nerve agent that was involved in this case. One of the different nerve agents that they talked about was sarin. It is a colorless and can be fatal nerve agent. It usually see effects in this between 1 to 10 hours. VX was the other one, and that one can be fatal within 4 to 18 hours. And Novichok is actually more dangerous than either of these, which makes this case so interesting. The CNN article actually resorted back to a case that occurred in 2018 upon Sergei Skripal, and that occurred in Salisbury, England. He is actually a former KGB agent working now for British intelligence. So he and his daughter were attacked when a lady that they were with, Dawn Sturgis, she's a 40-year-old British woman, she actually used some perfume, or what she thought was perfume, and it actually was laced with this nerve agent, this Novichok. The interesting thing, though, that I found about the CNN article is it focused a lot on, not necessarily on Navalny and his recovery and everything going on. It focused a lot more on the fact that these cases keep reoccurring and nothing's really being done to take care of them. Whereas the Moscow Times article focused a lot on statements from the Kremlin, where they talked about how they're still waiting for data from the doctors in Germany who were able to test and work with Navalny. And they also are stating that they are ready for full cooperation. They are ready to do what they can to resolve this case. But at the end of that same article, Germany states a couple of things in there where they talk about the frustration that they have as they feel like Russia is trying to hide terrorist attacks through lacking to take responsibility. They're really just using this as a front to hide what they're really trying to do. Whereas the Kremlin is claiming that Germany is just trying to justify retaliation and find other means with which they can attack Russia. So I thought that was interesting. That's what the Moscow Times focused on, whereas CNN focused a lot more on this past case with Nick Bailey and how he and his family have never really received closure. Nick Bailey was hospitalized in 2018 when he was investigating the case with Sergei Skripal, and he almost passed away. And his family since then has been trying to find a means to know exactly what occurred, but they have not been able to find answers. So again, both articles focused on the same attack. One from CNN focused a lot more on past cases, not getting answers, striving to figure out why Russia won't release information, whereas the Moscow Times came from Russia and focused a lot on how they're doing everything that they can. They're trying to cooperate, but Germany really isn't giving them any of the information that they need to get to the bottom of the case. So that was interesting. Both were very informative, and if you have any questions, let me know.